I am back. See, like, don't ever see being a big professional streamer. I mean, it's a question of what you consider to be a professional streamer, because I'm pretty sure that there are lots of very popular streamers that are probably on the same sort of a humor level as you. I don't know. Just proper and not cussing? Not necessarily. There's plenty of people that are very popular and they cuss during stream and it's no big deal. I recently went in on one of the popular streamers that I used to watch a while ago, and they talked about everything except like not political stuff. Sex was not off the table, cussing was not off the table, financial stuff was not off the table. So, I don't think you have to censor yourself too much. Was it a female? Nope, sure wasn't. It's a dude. He was just openly talking about everything. Feel like it's cringe when it's a girl? Yeah, it can get cringy. That's definitely sure. Definitely a thing. What do you mean financial? As far as like how much money they were getting from doing Twitch. Those are counterfeits, fine. Oh, really? Yeah. I heard that it was not supposed to be something you're supposed to talk about, but I mean, could be. That's in bad taste, I think. I mean, it's not like he was bragging about it. Guess it depends on context. Yeah, it does probably depend on context. I wasn't there for the whole stream anyway, so I kind of I didn't like sitting in the chat room for too long because there was just too much chatter. Too many people. I felt crowded, even in an online setting as this. Getcha? Yeah, big streams just aren't very fun. But I had to check in and see, you know, how it is being a bigger streamer. I mean, you definitely don't catch nearly as many chat messages. You're just gonna have to pick and choose as you go, because there's no way that you can read all of them. You're gonna miss them. It's just the way that's gonna be. I'm pretty sure we're not computers and able to read like 100 lines a minute. It's just a lot. Not sure if it's because you don't like people, all the people, or maybe you're an attention whore. No, I feel like it's just it's a more personal thing without being actually personal. I don't know if that makes any sense. I just like to chat and convo. Yeah, you can't have a conversation with a big streamer because they can't read all the messages. It's just not gonna happen. No matter how hard they try, I'm sure. Can't really be your inappropriate self in a big stream. Well, you can, but probably nobody's gonna notice. Your chat message is gonna disappear within seconds. One of their 15 mods would probably ban you. Depends on what you say. Depends on what you say. If you do some of those like off the wall sort of comments that people don't really understand, they probably won't ban you because they won't know what you're talking about. Giant ball of money, throw it in the counter. I don't think that worked. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Oh man, big ball of money. Yep, it was, it is. I need to put everything back because I screwed it up. I screwed it up. I knew it was gonna happen one of these times, but... Let's see. Is that straight? I don't feel like it's straight. I'm gonna move this. I feel like that's too close. Please be lined up. Please be lined up. I don't like it. It's not lined up. I think these are marked. Nope, it's not lined up. I gotta move this back. Okay, let's try that. Oh, that's worse. Never mind. Move it forward. Hope you're having a wonderful day today. How is that a question? I feel like that's not a question. Well, somebody asked, hope you're having a wonderful day today. But that's not really a question. It was on, it's on Kick. How your streaming going? Well, I think the stream's doing well. I'm having fun. Having a little bit of conversation. Oh, gross. They ask you with a question mark. Yeah, that was a question mark. I don't see how that's a question, but we'll pretend it is. It's kind of like writing, I feel good? Question mark? It's like, are you sure? Are you asking? I'm not really sure about that. What other games do you usually play? Mostly 7 days. Mostly 7 days. But this is my chill game. This thing I play sort of absent-mindedly. What were these? Oh, they were probably in the bag. That's probably fine. Okay. Those don't need to be here. Probably need to put it like here though. Some 20s. Like how you didn't read that one well. You have to understand. I'm sure you understand. I don't have to explain that one. Outside of insulting their comment. Hey, you know, I'm allowed to question. I'm allowed to question. If I don't understand something, I'm gonna question it. Works for me anyway. Usually, obviously bullying your viewers isn't usually conducive to growth. Yes, I agree. I'm gonna pretend there wasn't an L in that word that I said. English is fun, especially when you mispronounce words and make words out of other words that weren't intended to be in the sentence. But L's are in pressed. I don't believe you. I don't believe you that there's L's in that word. The player has to gather food, water, and resources like wood, stone, iron to craft weapons. You're very right, but that's not the game I'm playing. 7 Days to Die is what you're probably talking about. Which indeed, you do have to do those things. That's usually a running theme with survival crafting games. Gotta pick up basic resources. Sometimes you get to punch trees, like in Minecraft, which is sort of a survival game. I don't know how survival-y they consider themselves, but there's L's in the sentence, so close enough. That's true. That's true. There are L's in that sentence. Man, I'm making a mess. I have a huge mess. I gotta fix that. Let's make this stop first, so I can catch up on these. Hi, honey! Punch apple trees like a boss. I actually was! Yes, I was punching an apple tree in that Darkness Falls thing. I really wanted the apples while I was running back to my body. Or, I mean, my backpack. And I didn't have an axe, so I had to punch it. The panda boss who also wants apples. Well, apples are good. They're always good. Runs back to body. How did this get there? I see what you could there. Put this body here. Well, I like to think that if you have to run back to your body in a game, you're more so probably a ghost, and then you're going back into your body. It's a weird mechanic, but it works. It's usually how that goes. Rude about to just leave Grandma laying out in the sun like that. She's gonna get sunburned. Moves her into the shade of a nearby tree. It's probably gonna be an apple tree that I already picked all the apples from, so it's gonna look really bare. But I mean, it's better than the out in the middle of nowhere, right? Good Samaritan project completed. That would be a weird thing to say to yourself. Hello? How was work? Yeah. It's very true. You're not back at work. Not till later. Oh, hola, señor. Oh, yeah. Mabe says, "Hola, señor hole filler." Hola, señor hole filler. Señor, you're a hole filler. Hole filler? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's a innuendo. Hole. There you go. You got it. Just took a couple of repetitions there. Do you have Discord? I sure do. Uh, well, that would also work. Yes. If he's not filling them, he's making them with his... Oh, he's making them with his guns. Merca. Teaching hubby words. No, it's probably just because I mispronounce things. It happens. Especially since I can't tell how loud I'm speaking with headphones on. Who's a good panda wife lady person? Yep, that's me. Ah! I did not mean to spin the camera like that.
What our policy was.
Yeah.
In the store, like as far as care, not. And I said, the store policy is that we can't carry. And he says, so do you? And I said, let's put it this way. I learned a long time ago that I don't allow any other human being to tell me when I am allowed or not allowed to protect myself.
Yeah.
So you figure it out.
Yeah.
If I walk out the house without a gun, that's my fault.
You can say it without saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
That should be everywhere. I don't know if that went everywhere. I don't think it did. We're just gonna copy this message and paste it, and then it should go everywhere. Paste. There we go. I think that went up to all the things. Everywhere, everywhere. Yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, save. I wrote it in chat, so hopefully you should see it. If you don't see it, then I'll figure out how to do that. Now they're gonna add you on Discord and sell you art. Well, it's possible. But I do have these great tools at my disposal where I can get rid of people if they're not a good person. You know, I should probably add that as a rule, you know, no advertising for your own art on the Discord. That sounds like a good idea. I don't know if I have that on there already, but it should be if it's not. You gonna have guns too? I do have guns. Well, a gun. It's not necessarily mine, but I carry it, so it's mine enough. Yep, I can hold it just like that. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. I'm gonna try to get my voice back. I went down the wrong pipe. Do what you gotta do. I do what I gotta do. Okay. I think I can talk now. Check my Discord. I sure will after the stream. I have more gaming to do. Gameplay stream hype. Oof. Here we go. Check my Discord. Well, I will, eventually. It's just not my first priority. If I was planning on collaborating, then I would totally, like, go look at my Discord immediately. But I already did my collaboration for the day, so... that was pretty fun. I'm gonna put this, here, yeah. Spinny camera, it's fine. Sometimes if I pull my hand away from the mouse and then put it back, after, it just, spins the camera really bad. Just happy I get bonus money laundering stream. It's very true. You do get sort of a bonus because I didn't really plan on having this. But it's calming for me. I like this. I like this game. I play it like a lot. On stream, off stream. Just sit here and money launder. Appreciate the entertainment. Well, you just probably like the money flying all over the place. Amuses the squirrel. Yeah. It probably is pretty good for people with overactive brains. Something chill, but you can still concentrate on it if you want to. Although I do know somebody with like it's not OCD, it's ADHD. That's what it is. And I can't keep up with the amount of games that they like to play. I have no idea how they keep all that information in their head. I think those were... oh no, those were counterfeits. Oops. Oopsies. It's fine. Barely pay attention to the gameplay of most streams. Ah, yeah, that's probably true for me too. Unless I'm actually interested in that game and like trying to learn something that I didn't know before. Like sometimes I'll watch people that play Darkness Falls specifically just to find out if I am doing something wrong or could be doing something better. But yeah, I listen and chat. Like when I go on Shadowblade's stream or Kirby, Mama Kirby. They're just playing Dead by Daylight, but I don't really care about Dead by Daylight. I just sit there and chill, chat. Sometimes I just put them in the background and listen a little bit. I don't know if you know this, but Shadowblade is planning on, like, going big. Plans on getting real popular real fast. I'm not gonna spoil the surprises and stuff because I don't know how many people he wants to know about it, but yeah, he plans on getting really popular. Like he might start becoming a Twitch partner, and he hasn't even if he said it on stream, then it's probably like, okay, well, he hasn't accepted his affiliate invitation yet, but he thinks he's probably gonna get partner here quickly because he's gonna be joining an esports team as long as everything goes well for Call of Duty. Partner is tough. Yeah, I know. I looked at the requirements for it and I don't have any aspirations to it. I mean, I'm sure it's not that hard to do, but you kind of have to stay on it. But yeah, if you want to do it, you can do it. 75 average is tough. Yeah, that's like 75 viewers at one time, isn't it? I mean, if that's his aspiration, then more power to him. I support. Even if I don't really watch Call of Duty too often, I'm sure it'd be just as entertaining as Dead by Daylight, because I don't care about that one either. 75 average from start to finish. That's a long time. Yeah. I mean, even if he doesn't make it to partner, that's still an awesome goal for him, you know? Oops. I don't want the switch. Giant ball of money that I can't see around. Move very slowly so I can figure out where I'm going. Good to have goals. Yes, very true. Yeah, this giant heap of money. It's hard to move around without getting lost. Just take tiny piles and feed it into this machine. Not sure what I want, but more power to those who strive for it. Yeah, definitely. I don't really have any like goal to be a partner, but I mean, if it happens, it happens. I doubt it's going to, but that's because I don't plan on putting in that sort of commitment. I highly doubt it's going to happen. But that's okay. I like being a small streamer. I like not having a whole lot of people to try to keep track of. I'm content where I am and have a decent amount of people and prefer a smaller group of chat and chill. Yeah, me too. Can't say I wouldn't, but it's highly unlikely. Yeah, I see. I don't see it being too huge if you don't want it to be. I think if you try to promote yourself and try to add more people, then sure, it'll probably happen. But if you don't try to do that, then you can stay with a small community like you have been. Kind of what I plan on doing. I'm happy in my little box of not too many peoples. Even if you grew like that, you wouldn't care to apply? Yeah. It's not going to change your lifestyle or stream style. It's not like affiliate where you hit goals and accept. Yeah, that's different. That is very different. You have to promote. Yeah, I'm not doing TikTok. Definitely not. People, I know there's lots of people that'll be like, oh yeah, if you want to grow, you have to use TikTok. You gotta make shorts. You gotta make these like 30-second content things to promote yourself. It's like, I don't want to. I mean, that's cool if you guys want to like clip and stuff, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to make shorts. It's not really my content. Just hop on and play. Slowly grow to where you are. Yeah. Just want to play, talk shit, and have fun. I agree. The last part's the most important. If you're not having fun, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. What am I doing? Euros are up here. Okay. Turn it around. Get on the shelf. There we go. Making some money is a nice bonus, but it's never gonna be a job. Yeah, me neither. It's one of my major reasons for being anti-schedule. Yeah, I like not having a schedule. It's like, I don't have to tell anybody that, oh, I'm not gonna be there. Um, unless I'm doing a collab, then I might have to tell people that I'm not gonna be there. But if I don't feel like streaming most of the time, I don't have to tell anybody. I just have to not be there. I'm not gonna apologize to people for not streaming. Exactly why. Set people up for disappointment. Just stream when you want. Yeah, that's what I figured. As long as you know, you're having a good time, you get some people to talk to, or you just enjoy your stream, then I think that's all that matters. I enjoyed my streams even when I didn't have anybody. Or at least nobody that was talking. I think there were probably some lurkers that just didn't say anything, so they didn't count as the viewer count. You will naturally give the best version of yourself when you do it. Yeah. Because you're not pushing yourself beyond what you're comfortable with. You like being here? Good. I like being here too. I think it's fun and enjoyable. Enjoy chatting with you guys, peoples. It's funny how that sentence changes dramatically if you don't say the you part in there. Very true. Facts. I have probably some things I can do. Trash bags with 50 pieces. Yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna turn this thing off though. Otherwise it's gonna overload. Important clarifying part. Yes, indeed. Indeed, indeed. If you don't say that part, you might get confused. I don't think I need any more of these trash bags, so I'm just gonna get rid of them. I think that was the one and only quest that actually asks you for a trash bag, so should be good. Yep, I don't need this one either. So out of curiosity for science, what do you do when you watch mine? You said you don't pay attention to DVD, but curious how much pay attention to mine. Well, I always pay attention mostly because it's entertaining. And it's fun to watch the shenanigans that people like to spawn on you. I think it's pretty fun gameplay. I mean, even when you're just building stuff, I think that's pretty fun. I get to watch how different you decorate or um, or fight. Yes, I like 7 Days to Die, so I will watch as long as it's entertaining. Which yours is always entertaining, so you get focused when you're building and forget to talk sometimes. Hey, that's totally fine. There's plenty of times where I get focused on the game and I forget to talk. Or I forget to read chat. Both, really. There was definitely, like, the first time that I had the home run Twitch integration thing happen, I completely paid no attention to the chat while they were telling me that, you know, if you aim lower, the higher they go. I read that after and was like, oh, well, yeah, home run derby. I had no, oh, it was you. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. It's very possible it could have been anybody else too, though, because as long as they understand the mechanics, they'll probably say it. Especially if I'm doing it wrong. Yeah, I don't remember when the last time, I mean, when the first time I had home run derby was, but that was quite a while ago. There's no way I'm gonna remember that. It was too long ago. Oh, I missed. Go up there. Oh, it's too full. Okay. It's a huge pile. It's like quite a mountain. If I try to pick it up, and then it looks like, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a giant rubber band ball, but I know it's just paper. And then it turns into a mountain. Small little mountain. I remember typing that, but there's been a few that were new to Twitch integration you've helped or give tips to, so not positive it was 100% you. I have no idea, so I don't know. I was trying to help somebody else who was with Twitch integration where they were the viewer and it wasn't my stream, but I was trying to help them interact with it on the stream because certain things are bit-based and you can't activate those through chat, but they couldn't figure out how to interact with the integration on the little menu thing on stream. But it turned out that even though we told them to refresh many times, they didn't actually refresh the page, they refreshed the stream, just the window with the stream, but not the whole page. And then they were like, oh, I feel like an idiot. It's like, oh, well, there was a misunderstanding there. Clearly. Looks like a scoop of ice cream when you drop it. Yeah, it does look like ice cream. Just a big old money ice cream. Always copy, paste the integration thing. Yeah, it works. But when it comes to like activating it and gaining access to the Twitch integration, that's more instructions that I don't have. Get tired of repeating and most people needed can be solved with that. Yeah, mostly, but that one not so much. A little tutorial thing. Yeah, bit specific thing is different. Yes, definitely. Yes, I figured out that that was specific and not so, so, I'm done. I can't pronounce that. Specific? 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 I don't know. We're making up new words here, okay? Spa, si, ick. Nerd. Okay, give me tape. There we go. Yeah, put it away. Yeah, that's 3 different words there. Spa, sif, ick. What's tape for? It's for the money rolls. So this tape roll, it feeds into the side here, and it allows me to pack it and put a little bundle tape thing there. But this is only 89, so it's gotta go back in there. Bands it. Yeah, that's what it is. Well, they call it money tape. But yes, it's basically a band. Get in there. Nope. It's just a lot slower because it doesn't have a whole lot of ones to actually hold back. It's fine. Bands will make her dance. Band will make her dance. Yes. It's been a long time since I've heard that one. I don't even remember who did it. Yeah, this Panda gets it. Yes, I do. Just randomly popped in your head? Yeah, I have no idea where that came from, but works. It works. Oh, Juicy Day, that makes sense. Yeah. It's not really like something I listen to often, so it doesn't really stay in my head. But some things are catchy and they live in there for a little while. Literally, because we were talking about bands. You Googled it? Yeah. Google's got all the answers. Yeah, when people try to ask for help on certain things and they start asking like basically for recommendations, it's kind of like, okay, I can help you with certain things, but I'm not going to give you recommendations. That's something you're going to have to Google. If you have too much troubleshooting, it's beyond my means. Unless I'm able to see your problem, I can't really say what the problem is. I'm sort of more of a visual troubleshooter. My brain and entire personality is random song lyrics, quotes, and memes. Well, I'm sure it's a fun place to be. What's wrong with it? Ain't got no gas in it? I don't know how you put gas in your brain, but you know, pretend that makes sense. I guess it's kind of like when people say they're running on fumes. They got no fuel. I just like to think there's an actual battery somewhere in there. I don't know, the squirrel started to look like a crackhead. Battery and where? The brain. You know, powering some things. I mean, obviously that's not what's happening, but I think it's a funny visual. It's better than seeing a dead hamster that used to be riding on the wheel but isn't no longer. Body works on electrical systems. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So where's the battery? Is it hidden inside of the mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell? Why dead hamster? It's in your wrist pocket. It sounds like a bad idea. You know what they say about licking a battery? That's a bad idea. Where else would it be? Well, like I said, the mitochondria makes more sense. You made that more gross. I don't know that I did. I feel like you're the one that said it. Yeah, science isn't as fun. That's true. That's true. It's like those people that are just know-it-alls. They know everything. Just annoying. Although I did have fun learning a little bit of science, not necessarily like biology, but forensics. That was interesting for me when I was in school. I said prison pocket gross in itself. You instantly talk about licking it. Well, I was more so talking about like how that interacts with your body. Because that's skin contact. Sure you were. It is skin contact. So you talk a lot on other people's streams too? Or do you mostly like say hello and then fall asleep? I guess it depends on the day. Oh, no, I didn't mean to throw that. I made a mess. Okay, I got it. It had to hit R, not T. And I'm one or the other. Oh, I need to read the other one first. Maybe you didn't mean it to be, but immediately pictured taking it out of a prison pocket. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh no. Oh, that's a terrible image. Okay. Yeah, that is not what I meant, but CC for gross. Indeed. Indeed, indeed. I just meant it like, not relative to the other part. Those are two separate scenarios. But indeed, that is very gross. Attention is irrelevant. Effect is the same. I think that's up to interpretation. Cat decides to jump on the door. That's fine. I either don't shut up, or if I'm gonna end up lurking, they won't know I'm there. That's true. Probably true. Either one or the other. Oh, okay. I understand now. I'm putting things together. Things are out of order in my brain, but it's fine. I got it. Debatability is my thing. Debatability. There we go. I've never seen that word before, but that makes sense. I tend to engage when I'm engaged. Interesting, yes. You engage when you're engaged, I understand. Otherwise, I just lurk silently in my bush. Yeah. I think lurking is interesting. Like some people will listen while they're lurking, and some people will just do something else entirely. Chat when you're interested in the stream. Yeah. I mean, it also kind of depends on like what they're talking about and what they're streaming to really know whether I'm going to be interested in that stream. Good grief. One bill after another, just falling off other. Rarely watch streams to just listen or have on the background. Get more joy out of the conversation. Yeah, I like having the conversation, but sometimes I can't make the conversation keep going because they answer the question and that's the end of it. Or I'll make a comment and that's the end of it. Sometimes you just can't push people to have a conversation. It'd be like that, yeah, sometimes. But thankfully, there's lots of people that are not like that. You say one thing and they'll go off on 10 other tangents and it's very entertaining. But sometimes it's hard to get them to slow down and be like, okay, I was talking about this thing that was like 7 subjects ago, but we're going to clarify. You're chatting on Twitch one way or another. Yeah. I mean, you definitely can talk. Occasionally random, so can't talk. Yeah, you do. Rambling is talking. I consider both as talking. One's just a little less organized, which is fine. And try to come back around. Yeah. I try to stay on subjects, but sometimes, it's hard for me to remember what the last things I was saying like 2 minutes ago, because whatever the delay is on the chat. If I'm not still talking about the same thing, then I might get confused. I'm sure you've already experienced that, at least for me. Stop that. Good grief. Just getting falling money. Oh, it's because that giant pile fell. It was on top of this thing. Lots of messy money. Okay, there we go. Referencing going off subject specifically? Yeah, exactly. Kind of used to it, but there's always those moments. where you read something, you're like, what? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Sometimes it takes me a minute to remember, like, what were we talking about at the time? What started this again? I don't remember. But it can be fun to sort of backtrack between ideas and be like, okay, so that we got to there because of that, and then we got to there because of that. But sometimes it's a hard road to navigate. I don't need this. I just need to turn it back on. That's all. On, clicky. There we go. Ping pong around and shit. Yeah. Just one discussion will lead into another subject, and then that subject will lead into another subject, and then another subject, and it'll just be a rabbit hole of discussion. Or you end up so far from the original point, like, how did we get here? Yeah. It happens. It usually happens a lot when I have an actual, like, one-on-one conversation, rather than conversations where I have chat to interact with. Because then you don't get your message, like, immediately, and you can just keep going off of the subject. The delay kind of really impedes my direction of conversation. Unless I get distracted by my own idea, which happens too. Because I'll be like, oh yeah, I wanted to do this or talk about that or blah blah blah. It happens. It's fun. Twitch is a good place to be the antisocial. To be social. Yeah. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But it does. I understand it. It's kind of like a shirt that I read some time ago where it said introverts unite separately. Yeah, that's what it was. That's kind of how that is. Oh no. Yeah, I think one of these days they're gonna make it so that the money will sort of auto-align to themselves, but not yet. Unspoken creed. Basically, it's kind of how that works. I am starting to get a little tired, though. I don't know how tired you are, but I'm definitely getting tired. Probably gonna sit down and shut up for a little while. Spend some time with the hubby. And you get to sleep, yep. Gimme, Bill, gimme. There we go. No, you just replaced the last one. Okay, we're gonna stop this. Okie pokey, and we'll fix this money pile later. Explain why he's the whole foot. No, he'll figure that. I mean, he knows how that works, but he doesn't need an explanation. Talk about your days. Yeah, yeah, it's fun to do. Yes, I shall have a good night. I hope you have a good night too. I hope you sleep well, even if it's like daytime for you or night, whatever it is. I don't know. You're only like an hour ahead of me, so. But anyway, yeah. Hope you have a good night. Bonus panda time. Yes, bonus panda time. That's what we're gonna call that. Yeah, it's almost 7. Yeah, it's almost 6 for me. So, yep, I was right. You have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Dream out.